City, gonna set my soul on fire. Welcome to Las Vegas, the entertainment capital of the world and home to the running rebels of UNLV. Today, we have one of those games that tests your focus. Top 25 team against an unranked opponent, and to take care of business. As we'll see a team fresh and ready to go off of bye week, the Oregon State Beavers. Taking on the 13th ranked team in the land, the UNLV Rebels. Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, let's get this thing started. And the Beavers will put total leather and we'll get started. No return coming, he'll call for the fair catch. So the UNLV Rebels offense will take the first swing of the game. And here he comes, just jogging onto the field. But what's going fast, the heart rates of everybody in this crowd, Jesse.
Well, this is a special player. All eyes in the stadium on this guy, David. You know the defense. They're going to have to find a way to try to slow this guy down.
And he's going to touch it every single play. He'll be the main focal point. Can he handle the pressure? Can he handle the big moments? Can he handle this stage and lead his team in a big moment?
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Give to the running back. Discards a man. And they'll bring him down, but not before he picks up the first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
He's looking to throw. Fires one high and deep. That was an eyelash away from being picked off, and that is not the way to set the tone with a near pick on your opening drive. The incomplete pass leaves him with 2nd down. Here we go. From the shotgun, the inside give. He picks up 4. That'll leave him with 3rd and 6. Trying to pick up a first down. Third and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Down a little time, lets it go. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down.
Well, they try to throw for it there on 3rd down on the opening drive of the game. They don't get it, but let's punt the ball away. Let's trust our defense. And, guys, let's also trust this home field advantage and the crowd to get loud and make it real difficult on our opponent.
And the punt team able to smack him to the ground. So Oregon State's offense has its first opportunity of the day. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football.
And that defense doesn't allow a cutback, and they get him out of bounds after a short gain. They say you could call holding on every play. Well, they did on that one. Here comes the offense on first down. Wide receiver now comes in motion. Here's the snap, itching to fire downfield. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. At the 45, he's loose. And they pick up a better than 30 yards on that completion before the defense brings him down.
I love this running back and the job he does once he has the ball in his hands on this screen pass. He was real patient. You got to allow these 300-pound offensive linemen to sort of collect themselves and stammer down the field and try to block some of these linebackers and DBs. And that's exactly what the running back did. Great job with patience.
And a big hit at the end, but it didn't stop him from getting the first down.
Right out the gate, early in the game, showing you are willing to run your quarterback. And you see why. He's got some wheels, picks up some yards in a hurry, and more importantly, showing that defense that you will run your quarterback.
He's going to pass. Just too much of a rush, and down goes the quarterback.
stay aggressive, right? You just came up with a huge play, and right away you go back to another pass. You got to do a better job protecting your quarterback. Can't give up a second.
Catch in the middle. It's Harbour. Didn't pick up a lot there, moving forward just a few.
A nice job by the defense there, tackling the catch and smothering the tight end. They knew this offense was going to try to find him in the passing game in a lot of different situations that time.
The freshman able to get home with the sack. The Beavers will send out the punt unit. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. Was looking for more running room, but found nothing but more tacklers. He's down at the 24. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
He's brought down the number 4. They pick up the big first down. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Wide receiver coming across in motion. Trying to find his man on first down. He let that thing fly quickly, but he couldn't make the connection. Let's see if they go back to the air on second down. Let's go! They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain.
So I think a big part of this isn't necessarily scoring a touchdown on that play, but you're just trying to get your offensive line in the rhythm. Let those big fellas get lathered.
On third and long, he has to throw for it. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. Fourth down coming up.
This is a point where you just got to be able to focus. And the critical down and distances in this game, like that third down right there, when it's a good throw, you got to make the catch. You've got to be able to make that play.
Unlike the old school thinking, this is the area of the field that is really four-down territory now. Quarterback making adjustments with his receivers. On fourth down, trying to find his man. And they can't connect. A costly turnover on downs.
And what a job by this defense. Early in the game, you want to set the tone. You want to set your offense up as much as you can. And here in the first half now, giving the ball back to them on their side of the field, shutting the fourth down conversion down, sending a message to this offense.
Just trucks through it. He will step out of bounds, but not before the big pickup and a first down for this offense. Ready up. A new set of downs after the completion. Running it to the right. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple. Let's see what they've got on second down. He's looking to throw. Quarterback extends the play. And they'll stop him just short of the first down, just inches away from moving the sticks.
Man, that's so frustrating. It happens so fast. He just pulls it down. It looks like pass. Pulls it down, and he's gone. Just like that, chewing up yards. So much speed, so hard to stop.
He'll keep it himself. Got some room headed to the goal line. And he's loose, and he'll take it to the house. Touchdown, Beavers!
One of the things I love about this QB as a runner is not just his athleticism, but how tough he is. He can run in between the tackles in the middle of the field, push the pile, break tackles. Linebackers are trying to bring him down. He just keeps his feet driving. That is impressive.
Not going to risk a return here. He'll make the fair catch. The UNLV offense. field. We'll see if that failed fourth down in their own end last time, David, sort of curbed some of the aggressiveness.
Well, you hear about it all the time in football. Go for it. Be aggressive. The problem is when you get stopped, sometimes it puts you in the hole. Jesse, now the offense has to come out and respond.
They were really disappointed not getting that first down. You can see it on the sideline, so let's just see if that's kind of galvanized them a little bit here to go.
And that pass picked off. Well, they didn't let him get loose for a big return, but he still made the big play, and they'll take over at the 17.
How do you not get excited and out of your seat when you see the big boys making the little boys play? Listen, I know you DBs can do all that running around stuff and catch the football. I can too. I just do it in a sexier, bigger body. Yes, please.
Excellent field position here for the offense. They're going to open this drive with a pass. Big spread, and he will score. Touchdown, Oregon State. Well, just as you would expect, that didn't take very long.
It didn't, Reese. You've got to make great field position count. When you've got opportunities, you got to pay it off. And the offense took advantage, scoring a touchdown. Didn't have far to go, but they got the points they needed.
About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. He'll bring it back from inside his 12. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. To say this has been a slow start is a bit of an understatement, and they really need to get it going here, Jesse.
That's right. The opponent, they're firing on all cylinders right out of the gate. Principally for this unit, they've been slow and struggling. They need an explosive play to wake themselves up.
Yeah, and it's just the first quarter, so it's not the end of the world. You've seen slow starts, but you got to continue to pick and pick and pick until you find that play or that scheme that you can use against this defense.
They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Take the handoff. It's Cox. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
And the defense was locked in. You could tell they saw it. They reacted right away. Got the running back on the ground immediately.
Quarterback changing the plays at the line. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And the deep shot is complete inside the 35-yard line. Touchdown, UNLV. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. And after the extra point, they cut the lead in half, down 14-7.
Really nice job working the route, getting himself over. He was able to locate the football, snag it out of the air, and this guy now has 5 receiving touchdowns on the year.
Here he comes from his own end zone. And the returner will be brought down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Jesse, a very productive drive last time, wound up with a touchdown.
Yeah, mixing and matching play calling really well. Nice balance on that last one, Dave. Let's see what they can do here in this next drive.
Yeah, and I don't expect anything different. When you put together a drive like that, I would do more of the same. Keep the pace, keep it going.
We're through one, and what a back-and-forth battle between these two quarterbacks as we look at the stats. On 2nd down now as they're ready to go back to work. He's looking to throw. And now the loose ball squirting all over the place, and it went out of the back of the end zone. That'll be a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. That last drive really productive. David wound up with a touchdown. They'll try to do it again.
Yeah, so I don't expect this offense to change too much, Reese. They had a great drive. They got the touchdown. Everything working. I would expect them to keep pushing this ball downhill.
And just imagine if they could put another touchdown on the board right here. They could capture so much momentum in this game with back-to-back TDs.
And the defense able to drag him down, but not before they'll recycle that down marker.
I just love the play call. You're getting a fast player out of the enough to get you a first down.
The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Looking to move it through the air. And the freshman will chalk up a sack.
I love playing man coverage on the back end, getting those receivers' faces. Don't let them feel comfortable in run zone where they can find all these holes in the zone, and my rush can't get home. Pressure them, pressure them, pressure them.
And they'll stop him after a minimal pickup.
And a lot of times you want those big plays. You want those splash plays. But sometimes you're going to take some losses. You're not going to run the football overly well. But if you continue to run, you can at least create some balance. You at least have the threat of it. Otherwise, you're just going to abandon it, and now it's just going to pass it.
They played that screen nicely. He tried to find his way to the marker, but it'll be fourth down. He just didn't have a chance to get loose and make his way to that first down marker.
I think fans get upset sometimes. Like, run your route past the sticks so we can get the first down. But nice job by the defense understanding where the sticks were and forcing the fourth down.
He's not going to get there. Stopped short on fourth down. First down here for the offense. The give on the inside. They bring him down, and he's going to lose a yard on that one. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. The play action fake. Pressure comes. And they couldn't hold off the heat, and he goes down with a sack.
Defense came on the field with fresh legs, and here on just the second play of the drive, they're able to get a sack.
On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield.
3rd and long situations are really hard to convert. The defense knows it's going to be passed. The pass rushers are getting up under pressure. You don't have timing. As a result, now, fourth down.
He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. The coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. These last couple of drives, Jesse, have been about the defense making clutch stand.
I think for this offense, they can stay aggressive knowing that their defense is going to bail them out time and time again.
Yeah, and especially when you go to those fourth down situations, you do that a lot of times because you know your defense can make stands, make stops. They did on that last possession.
This time they'll go to the running game. They stop him at the 42, but they get it across midfield, pick up 10 and the first down. The Rebels want to pick up the tempo. Wants to throw on first down. Looking deep. And he makes the catch inside the 15. The tackle is made, but he's got it first and goal from the 6. Now the chance to pay off that big play from just outside the 5. They'll dial up the run on first and goal. Not a whole lot of room to run. Let's give him a couple. He got it down to the 3. Now it's 2nd and goal. Wide out in motion. Receiver on the move gets the touchdown. Just a solid stop by this sophomore. As they come to the line, they've moved it, but they need one more yard on 3rd down. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Rebels!
And I love the physicality of this offense. It's 3rd and goal. It's money time. I've got to be more physical than you. That's exactly what this offense just did. Put the ball on the ground and put it in the end zone.
Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. And here's the return. And the coverage team able to wrestle him down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. The last time we saw this offense, we had to look quick. It was a 3-and-out, Jesse.
They just had no rhythm in that last drive. So someone's going to have to step up and make a play, David, and get this thing going.
Yeah, let's find some juice. Find your guy. Find those plays that you know you can run inside out, forward, backwards. Get some first downs. Get some positive momentum.
Well, you're making a positive out of a negative. And that time, quarterback, nice job, buying time. He's trying to throw the football downfield. Nothing there. So instead of throwing it away, getting the incomplete, just get what you can get and make this next down there.
Got his man in the middle. A little more space. Open up that playbook even more as they pick up the first down out to the 30.
And I love the awareness by the wide receiver on that play because I'm not sure that route was supposed to be that deep. You got to wonder if the receiver decided maybe to adjust the route a little bit to make sure that he got the first down.
Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover. On first down, here comes this offense. Wide receiver shows motion. He'll start this drive firing. And as he throws. And it is a choke play. A huge gain on that one before the defense brings it to an end.
I love that play call. And quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad the stats.
And he has a solid gain before the defense bobbles him up. Going to work on second down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's looking to throw. He's got his man. Touchdown, UNLV! And they add 6 more to the board for that trip to the house. The extra point is good, and they have a 9-point lead. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown. The returner will field it and try to do some business. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. They'll run behind the big guys on the right. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
All right, well, the offense here, they're trying to get this run game established. They obviously don't break off a long run there, but they're just trying to find their footing at this point.
They'll line up for a second down play. He's looking to throw. Snagged in the middle of Harmon. And he was just a couple of steps away from taking that one even further after the catch. It's a first down. They'll stop the clock to reset the chains. Offense up tempo. He wants to throw. They're bringing heat. And there was nowhere to go for this quarterback, and down he goes. Timeout called here by the defense. It's the first one they've used this year. On second down, he'll fire. They've got the screen set up. There he goes. There to make the tackle, but the big throw is good enough to give them a first down. He's looking to throw it. Getting some heat. And this sophomore able to wreak some havoc and get the sack. There's a timeout called as this offense tries to find a way to draw a little closer. They've already racked up big sack numbers. It's starting to snowball, and they're ready to go again. He's looking for an open man on second down. Not the biggest play in the world, but it's one that can set the tone as he bangs his way out to the 38. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. And he avoids the tackle with the slide. Quick timeout by the defense here, trying to make sure everyone has the same call.
He does a good job of driving back, going through his progressions. Nothing there. What I do, go get some yards, make it positive. Don't sit back in the pocket and force something into a bad situation or take a sack. Great job making something out of nothing.
Fourth down, and the punt team sends it the other way. And nobody able to handle that punt. They'll let it bounce and roll out of bounds. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. Boy, David, they would love to stack another touchdown on top of that last drive.
And this offense did such a good job on the last drive. Everything in rhythm, moved the ball down the field, didn't make those mistakes, Jesse, and they need to do it again on this one.
Yeah, you're right. They had the defense on their heels. You wonder what sort of communication was going on that side, man. What sort of changes were there?
And he will be sacked at the 6-yard line. And the Rebels headed quickly to the line. Quarterback checking the play. He's going to pass on second down. He tries to take the top off. It's complete. A huge pickup. And Chuck plays on the name of the game, and they get one here before the defense finally makes the stop. To the air on first down. He's got the back in the middle.
Listen, running backs are not just running backs anymore. You're going to be a wide receiver in today's football. A great job sneaking out of the backfield, getting the football, letting them get some positive yards.
On second down, he'll let it fly. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. And it's caught inside the 25. Touchdown, Rebel. And once he found open space, the band might as well start playing. How efficient have they been as they extend this lead here in week 5? And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further.
When you can run like that, the quarterback is going to give you opportunities. And look at him run by the defenders. QB sees it, stick the hand up in the air, catch the football, get to the end zone.
And he'll bring it back. And the returner could find no daylight. He goes down. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Hands it off. Oh, he got loose. He got a bunch and looked close to getting a lot more, but he's got the first down. We played 2 quarters here. Time to go to Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters of football there today in Vegas.
The Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Good job by the coverage unit to put a stop to that return. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Trailing by a couple of scores, they'd like to generate some confidence here early in the third quarter.
Down 2 possessions. The coaching staff met in at halftime, and they've probably scripted this opening drive just like they do at the start of the game. They've now got an idea of what plays they feel most confident in, what plays their quarterback is seeing the best to go out here and execute a score.
Well, and it's nice to get the ball first. Like, I got the first opportunity to close the gap a little bit, apply some great game pressure.
And the quarterback goes down all the way back at his 4-yard line.
You have to imagine the game plan in the second half. Being down, I got to come out and throw the football successfully. But how about this offensive line? They don't do their job. They don't protect their guy, and the defense setting the tone right out the gate.
And he's not going to make it. The defense denying him the first down.
It's a nice game, but the big thing here is they just haven't been able to get the very one-dimensional. They're just not being physical.
He just wanted to get it out of there from his end zone. Makes it move. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. UNLV ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has really been clicking in the game so far, Jesse.
No doubt. Everything their play caller is dialing up, these guys offensively have been able to go out and execute.
Yeah, and it's just maintain the lead. Keep doing what you've been doing. You got a big lead. Let's just keep hanging on until they find an answer.
They're in the red zone. 1st and 10 from the 20. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. He's brought down, but he's got him inside the 10. First and goal from the 8.
That has got to be demoralizing if you're on defense because they just ran the ball right up the middle, down your throats, and they gashed you.
And the Rebels have it with a first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Dragged down at the 6 after a pickup of 2. Now on second and goal. Quickly complete. Pulled down for the tackle. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. They'll try to pass their way in. Touchdown, UNLV. And the route is on.
This guy just has a nose for him, so we love his ability to find creases, use his speed in the open field to go score. He's been really good for his offense early this year. That already his 5th rushing touchdown this season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Guys, let's take a look at what's happening in a great college football matchup. South Alabama is in front. They've answered the bell today, but they still have to finish the job, and that is no sure thing right now. They're up by 7 over the Pandas. Just another week of college football where we've come to expect the unexpected. Fellas?
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They think there's room to run to the right here. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line.
I like it. Just frustrate the defense. Get that 5 to 6 yards. Make them honor the run. Make them know that you're willing to run the football and run it effectively.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Right back to the well. They keep feeding him in this running game, and the defense is having none of it. It's been that way all day. Every journey begins with a step. This offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. And he earns a first down, and boy, did he earn it after taking that lift. Simple call, excellent execution, moves the sticks on third down.
These QBs and receivers, man, they run this route in practice thousands of times. It's nice to see them come out here and execute in game conditions. Great job with the timing, great job with the depth in the route. Nice work between those two.
Win with the running game on first down, now back at it. Here we go. On second down, he'll let it fly. He'll pull it down. And he scoops his way to the first down and then slides to avoid the hit.
I think he did a really good job, first of all, keeping his eyes downfield. You could see he wanted to throw the football. But when it's not there, don't force it. Tuck it down, get some positive yards.
Leaves it with the running back. He's knocked down in the backfield. He'll lose a couple.
Well, they're trying to get that run play going to the outside, but it's the defensive end who does a great job winning his one-on-one and forcing the negative play.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. He's looking to throw. Got it in the middle. It's Harmon. And he laid the lumber to stop him from getting the first down. 4 punts already, and they've got to convert here to avoid a 5th. On third down, he drops the throw. Fires into traffic. It's picked off. He'll try to take it back. After making the interception, he sets up his offense by running it back to the 39. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He wants to start this drive with a pass. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
Yeah, this defense hasn't had a lot of success. This offense has been doing what it wants at will. Finally getting to the QB, finally getting some pressure, finally getting a big hit on him. That'll pay some dividends down the road.
And the runner is down, and so is a flag. That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. This offense has a 2nd down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Looking to throw on second down. Fires to the tight end. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
I'll say this, man. In college football, you see a lot of bad tackling. You didn't see it right there. That was an awesome job. First off, being there at the point of attack, once the tight end made the catch, there was no doubt he was going down. Great job for him today.
On third and long, a check down would be the last resort. And he pulls it in inside the 15-yard line. Touchdown, Rebel! And the pummeling has started. He has been surgical, precision passing, using the scaffold, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
The defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
And the returner goes down. Oregon State takes over, ready to send the offense onto the field. Mistakes are going to happen, as they did on that last drive. Now, how will they respond, Jesse?
And this is the kind of guy who's going to take full accountability. That was my bad. That's on me. I'm about to lead this offense now down the field, score some points.
Dang, I wish I'd have played with you. I didn't play with many quarterbacks that were just like, yeah, my bad. Hey, guys, I got this. Sorry about that. It was more, you should have ran a better route.
That is the last thing you want on first down as an offense, a sack. Now it's second down. Running with power. One step wrap, two step squeeze. This junior knows how to get him on the ground. They've already punted 4 times in this game, and they're about to run the guy out there for a 5th time if they don't pick up the first down here. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's able to shed 1 tackle and pick up pretty good yardage. Will try to pin them back with the punt. They've been busy out there to punt for the 5th time today. Another punt on the way. Got to make sure those hammies and glutes all activated. Don't want any muscle pulls from overuse. Good job by the coverage unit to stop the return man. The UNLV offense ready to return to the field. Line gets set, first down. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly out the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you can tell just a little bit off. The defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and go to screen.
And he's close to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. Slammed to the ground, but not before he gets the first down. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
I'll say, watching this offense this year, one of the things you have to be really happy about is their ability to move the sticks. This is one of the top 25 offenses in the country in getting first downs. That running back is one of the biggest reasons. He is a weapon.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. The give to the back. Runs through a tackle. They bring him down. He's got a first down, but that might be the final play of the 3rd quarter. Guys, that's the end of the quarter, and UNLV has the edge. And they've built a comfortable lead after 3 quarters of play. Let's take a look at how we've gotten here. First down to start the drive after the break. Receivers telling the quarterback what they see. They'll throw it on first down, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised he's still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
5 to 6 yards a pop. I don't know if you guys are really good at that, but that usually equals a first down every couple of carries. So don't forget about the run game. Keep them honest, pound that rock.
throw on third. They're working that left side. Good tackle there to stop him short of the first down. It'll bring up a big decision.
Hey, really nice job on defense, too, understanding the situation. It's third down. We're fine giving up completions right there. We're not giving up the first down. We're keeping the football and the ball carrier in front of us, and we're tackling the catch. Awesome job, and now you set up fourth down.
They'll go with the running game on fourth down here. Touchdown, UNLV! And the stomping has commenced. They extend the lead here in the fourth, and after stumbling early, about to push their record to 3-1.
Points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
Looking for blockers. And the returner will be dragged down. Oregon State has it back, and here comes the Beaver offense. Last time, David, it was 1-2-3 kick.
The last drive, that 3 and out, sometimes that puts your defense in a bad spot, and you got to get a drive together here so you don't wear the defense out.
I just think, David, too predictable, that last drive. They got to do something here to get this defense on the field.
Welcome to the frustrating reality of college football. Like, the guy at the quarterback spot, he can just do that. Pull it down, get positive yards, makes the defense have to account for him every single play.
Fires downfield. Complete downfield. He's run out of bounds, but not before. Turning in a big pickup and moving the sticks for a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Jackrabbit. He'll come out throwing on first down. And the sophomore has to get that one out in front of his receiver.
The offense came into this game knowing that for them to win, they were going to have to make some big plays throwing the football. That just has not been the case. Here in the fourth quarter, they've been held to less than 200 passing yards, and that's really the story.
And the defense is all over the quarterback, and down he goes. Now this offense facing a third and long from their own 30. He's looking downfield to throw. Makes the grab down the middle. And Shore tackling there to keep him from getting to the first down marker. And the Beavers will punt this one away. They're up to a half-dozen kicks today. No return coming here. Fair catch is signaled for and made just shy of the 30. Guys, the running Rebels offense ready to go back to work. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they've wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect it.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out everybody right now on the same page.
You have a big lead in the fourth quarter. When you do that, the only explanation for it is you're trying to send a message by sticking in another touchdown.
Yeah, and saying, listen, it's your job to stop us, and right now we're eating you alive. So I think, you know, there's some psychological warfare, right? There's some, I'm going to get in your head. There's some, I want to beat you on the recruiting trail in the future, and, you know, kind of take that and a little rub their nose in it.
Play it safe, boys. Play it safe.
Trying to move the sticks on third down through the air. Grabbed over the middle. It's Wolf. And he's not going to get there. The defense stands tall and makes the stop.
And after giving up that completion, guys, I wonder if the defense is going to decide to stay in zone or maybe mix things up, a little more man coverage, maybe blitz.
Defense a little too jumpy there, and they got into the neutral zone too soon. Defense couldn't quite hold its water, and it'll be 5 free yards for the O. The offense will gladly take a fresh set of downs after the penalty. Comes out throwing on first down. Got it set up on the outside. And the completion gives him a fresh set of downs and keeps this drive moving. The Rebels are in the hurry-up. plays like that, but just a second of hesitation in the defense to make sure, and they're able to take advantage here.
And they used great timing with this call, right? Like, you can't call this play all the time, but you want to catch them when they're a little bit aggressive, not thinking about it. Nice job slipping the screen behind them, making the easy catch, and then getting downfield, picking up some extra yards.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Motion trying to get the defense to show its hand. He'll take a deep shot here. The receiver was doubled, and they picked it off. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
Never say die attitude, and I love that, especially in these young players, because they're out there competing. I know the scoreboard right now doesn't look pretty. They're not going to come back and win this football game, but I just love kids that are competing until there's zeros on the clock.
Trying to make magic with his feet. And tackled there by the defense.
It's just so nice to have a QB under center. Nowadays in football, you can trust these guys. You put so much on their plate, and you tell them, go get positive yards when it's there. But a lot of these guys are such great athletes, they do it with ease.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
And the pass is intercepted. Bringing it back. Running through contact. Touchdown run. What a great play by the defense. Paying it off with the interception return. They're now in really good shape to get back into the win column as they extend the lead here late. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Old Dominion is running away with this one behind an offense that's been firing on all cylinders. They're up by 21 over the Royals. Any big developments in this one, we've got you covered with the best studio team in the business, gentlemen.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, the defense really stepped up in this game. They knew they had to slow down this passing attack. They knew they had some matchups they were going to have to win one-on-one. They've been able to do that, and as a result, they haven't allowed 200 passing yards in this game.
Picks up the first down and gets down to avoid contact.
Nice job by the QB, sitting back in the pocket. You can tell he wants to throw the football, go through his progressions. Nothing home, take off, and slide. I love the slide here. Don't take a big shot.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. Now on second down. They'll throw again after the incompletion. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there, still a bit short of the first down.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've gotten the lead. It's late. And they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first down. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
And they finally get him down, but not before. He's got him set up for business at the 49-yard line. The Beavers are moving quickly down the field. Looking to throw it again. The sweet feet buy a little time. Short gain on the play before he slides.
Listen, that's not going to go down as a big play, but he does a really good job turning a negative play into something positive. It's not a big gain, but it keeps you out of those negative situations that really makes you very predictable.
We've reached the 2-minute warning, and we see miracles in college football all of the time, and they could use one here. Sixth play of the drive coming up. On second down, wants to throw it. Missed receiver there, it's incomplete.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in, you can tell. They were ready, they were fast, they were physical. They dominated this football game.
And the pass to the sideline will pick up a short gain.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point.
It's blocked. The pressure got home. He gets a block. And the coverage team gets to return on the ground.
And that's out there. It looked like the defense just overloaded the left-hand side. How about the speed getting into the backfield, making that punt easy?
They'll keep it on the ground, trying to milk the clock. And how about the efficiency on that? It'll bring up 2nd and 4. And the Rebels want to create the tempo. They'll run play action. Buying some time. And it's picked off for the 3rd time today. Didn't let him get loose on the return, but he'll take it as they have the ball at the 47. Good field position to start this drive at their own 47.
Here we go.
Going up top on 1st down. The throw. It's complete on the right side. Finally run out of bounds, but he has this offense rolling with a 1st down.
And that's why, if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball. Close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his hands. You saw it right there.
The quick out. They stop him just a link or two short of the 1st, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. He's looking to throw. And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and 3rd down is coming.
And this is just one of those days, man, where everything has gone wrong, right? Like they just haven't been in a rhythm. They haven't got it going. And never built the momentum. This is one of those days that you learn from, you try to grow from. A lot of things are going to show in the film room that people aren't going to like, but hopefully you can learn from it and do better next time.
With the clock running, this should be the final play. Now from inside the red zone. It's complete to the right. That will be the final play as the clock strikes 0 here. When you know you have a team outclassed, the ability to play to that standard and finish with a blowout like this is really impressive.
And it's almost like playing against yourself, right? You know you're better. You know you're going to win the football game, but how do I continue to still execute? This was so easy, great execution. I just beat down in every facet.
And I think as a player, you just love being in such great rhythm. And we saw that right from the get-go in this game. Offense just able to matriculate the ball down the field. Defense was not giving anything up. What a great game plan coming in, and this was just total domination.
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.